For years, I was trading the New York Open like everyone else did. I would see a big move at 9:30, jump in, and immediately getting stopped out, only to watch them price reverse to the actual TP area. Most of the time, I just got chopped up, faked into garbage trade, and I kept thinking I just needed a faster entry or just a better indicator. Until I realized I was doing everything backwards. I was marking the price levels I hoped would work instead of waiting for the time that actually did. Because here's the thing, the price action we see in the first 30 minutes after the open doesn't matter at all. It is mostly noise designed to trap you. Candlesticks don't drive the morning session. Time does. So I learned to read the market's daily script, the power of 3. Once I found this pattern, it was like unlocking a cheat code. The price was drawn to these time-based events with unbelievable accuracy. And now I'm able to take clean A+ trades over and over while barely lifting a finger. And the best part is, you only need to learn this blueprint once and it repeats forever. The way we were taught to trade the open, chasing breakouts, buying the first big green candle or the first fair value gap is surface level theory. It is basically just gambling on momentum and hoping it continues. But that's just the visible part of a much deeper game. Everyone can see that first candle. I mean, you can probably teach an 8-year-old to click buy when they see a big green candle. And it seems easy. If you've been trading for any amount of time, you know that if something seems too obvious, then it's always a trap. Nothing in trading is easy or effortless at the start, but it doesn't mean trading needs to feel impossibly difficult. It can get very simple and efficient, but we need to build the right foundation to make it that way. Let's say, for example, you want to cut down trees in a forest. You can take an axe and spend all day working to cut down these trees. Or what you can do is take the time to build a machine that cuts down trees. Now, instead of working all day, you just need to build the machine once, and then it becomes very simple and effective. That is the difference. Chasing candles is the axe. The 10 AM game blueprint, that is the machine. And that's exactly what we're doing here. When we find and mark out the right time-based levels, the market will test them over and over because it has no choice. That's where the algorithm is programmed to go. It needs to fill institutional orders, and to do that, it needs liquidity. Price can't move without taking out buy-side or sell-side stops. It doesn't reverse because of a line you drew. It reverses because it has taken the liquidity it needs to fuel the real move. And here's the key. The AMD or the power of 3 shows you exactly where that liquidity grab is. The power of 3 blueprint shows you where that liquidity grab is engineered to happen. It shows you where price has to react, not just where it might. So how do we find these levels? It's simpler than you think. The first thing we're going to do is put up our chart, ideally the 5 or the 15 minutes, and add an indicator that marks out the New York kill zone. I use the IST kill zone and pivots one. We are interested in the window from 8:30 until 11 AM EST. This is our New York kill zone. Step 1 is identifying the accumulation. Look for the consolidation or range that forms after the London close and into the early New York session. This is where orders are being accumulated on both sides of the market. Step 2 is wait for the manipulation. This is the most important step. The market will make a false move, a Judas swing, to run the stops either above or below the accumulation range. If the real trend is going to be up, it will first swing down to take out sell-side liquidity before moving upwards, and vice versa for bearish. And step 3 is spot the entry. After the manipulation, we wait for a clear reversal. We want to see a market structure shift where the last swing high that made the low is being violated right here. This shift often leaves behind a small imbalance, a fair value gap. That is our entry. We place our buy order at the fair value gap with our stop below the most recent fair value gap. Because there is an order block and a breaker here, I don't need my stop to be all the way down here in this fair value gap, because this can be seen as a breakaway gap because it's defended by this order block and breaker. Step 4 is targeting the distribution. And where do we take profit? The opposing liquidity, in this case London high. What you will see is, since the market took out the sell stops, the real move is targeting at least the buy stops created at the accumulation range. This final leg is the distribution or expansion phase, where we are making our money with this model. So let's recap. We identify the accumulation range. We wait for manipulation to take out the liquidity created by the accumulation range, and we enter on the reversal and the market structure shift right here. We target the opposing side of the distribution with clear liquidity pool like session liquidity or daily liquidity pools. This is our anchor point, our blueprint, and it happens nearly every single day. And to make it even more powerful, use this power of 3 or the AMD during the 4-hour candle that starts at 10 AM New York time. If you anticipate a bullish bias, you want that new 4-hour candle that starts at 10 a.m. to first accumulate, then manipulate lower, setting the low of the candle, and then start to trade higher. Using this power of 3 inside the 4-hour candle, there's where the 10 a.m. game is based on. It's a 4-hour open, low, high, close, an AMD, a Judas swing at 10 a.m. nearly every single day. Once you have this anchor point, you've built your machine. You no longer need to guess. You're not reacting to every candle. You're executing on a time-based model that institutions use to engineer liquidity. You're trading with them, not against them, and repeats nearly every single day. Now, this is the exact foundation my students built inside my mentorship. And if you got value from this video, I highly recommend watching this video that's now appearing on the screen, because using the video you just watched combined with this one will make your growth even faster. So make sure you check it out right now.